There are only a few aboriginals who are considered to be the most primitive tribes of India. The Birhors is one of the most significant among them. Bir means the jungle or forest, and Hor indicates human beings. So the word Birhors implies sons of the forest. Dalton's descriptive ethnology of Bengal, written and published in 1856, mentions the name of this community perhaps for the first time. The Birhors are scattered in Orissa, Bihar, Jharkhand and West Bengal, starting from the Chotanagpur plateau. The Birhors think that they are the Singbonga, or the children of the sun. Legend has it that once upon a time, 7 brothers came to our land from Khairagod in the Kaimur hills. 4 of them went east, and the rest of the 3 stayed at Ramgarh. When these 3 brothers were going to fight a battle with the local king, the turban of the youngest one stuck to a long branch of a tree. Considering it to be an ominous sign, he abstained himself from battle. The other 2 went on to fight. The third one was left behind. When they returned victorious and found their youngest brother wrecking the weeds, they laughed at him and jokingly called him Birhor. Humiliated, the youngest brother cut off relations from the elder ones and welcomed the jungle life. Thus the Birhor community came into existence. The 2 elder brothers went on to ascend the throne of Ramgarh. The Birhors are categorized into 2 groups. The first one is Uthlu or Bhulia, who wander about like nomads. The second one, Jaghi or Thanira, are the ones who have settled permanently. The language the Birhors use belongs to the Mundari branch of the Austro-Asian language, so the influence of Mundari and the Santali language can be observed in their dialect. Nowadays, they feel quite at home to speak Bengali and Hindi as a result of their acculturation from interactions with the neighboring Bengali and Bihari Hindu community. Generally, they live on the slope of a mountain or near the forest. They live in small leaf-made huts known as Kumba or Kumbh. The Kumbha has a single door but no windows. The rooms are not all congested with furniture or other household things. The area inhabited by them is known as Tanda. In each Tanda, there is a Bonga or a place for God. This is a Bonga. At the farthest corners of some villages, there used to be a cottage called Gitiora, now almost extinct. Here, unmarried village lads spent their nights and were taught the rules and regulations of their society. Clothing is meager for the Birhors. The children remain naked, while the elders wear very ordinary and inexpensive clothes, either bought from the local market or obtained through charity. Tattoos are the only ornaments, but nowadays glass bangles, necklaces, bracelets, small earrings, even a bindi on the forehead are in vogue. The Birhors scatter through the entire forest region, segregating themselves into small groups for hunting. The equipment they carry are bows and arrows, hatchets, nets, rods, axes, and such simple devices. Their methods of hunting and the things obtained by hunting are naturally oriented to the seasons.
आले तो नैन का भाप ते झोड़ा आगुई काना ले
हते
तार झाली रे तागु काना को हारू गच्चू काना ले.
The hunter-gatherer tribe Birhors catch Hanuman or langurs with the help of traps, net traps. They surround the jungle with net traps and they catch langurs. As they are hunter-gatherers, they feed on the meat of langurs and they sell the skin in the market.
Natural resources like honey, roots, tubers of different plants, leaves and foliage, water snails, tiny fishes, mushroom, and the flesh of the birds and animals killed in the hunt satisfy their taste buds. Men and women weave mats with the leaves of a kind of date palm and string ropes with the fibers of chihod, a kind of creeper, or the bark of udal, or by the fibers of the mohanar creepers. In addition, the fibrous twigs of shal and neem trees are collected as toothbrushes, and wood is gathered as fuel to be sold in the market. They are also engaged in lac cultivation, in animal husbandry, and even in road repair. Today, they work as day laborers in agriculture. These people collect rice, pulses, cooking oil, salt, as well as country liquor in exchange of natural produce. In certain areas, liquor is distilled from moa, a kind of flour. Hadia, or rice beer, and cholai, a country spirit, are alcoholic drinks popular with the Birhors. Most young Birhors lack education.
Educationally, the Birhor tribes are very backward. You know, only 5.76% are the literate. It means near about 72% people are still illiterate. This is the situation of the Birhor.
Education is a new dimension in the life of the Birhors. Previously, most of the Birhors, one can say that about 10% of Birhors were illiterate according to our literacy definition. But with the introductions of schools, ashram hostels by the government, and several other educational facilities, these Birhors are now getting education. Recently, a survey observed that 42 school children are prevailing in the Birhor community, which was 10 or 15 in the year 1991. Recently, it has also been seen the literacy rate has also gone up. It's about 10 to 15% rise has taken place among the educational progress of the Birhors. At present, about 24 to 25% of the Birhors are literate. Even among the females, this literacy rate has gone up to 23%.
Since most Birhors lead the lives of nomads, it is difficult to calculate the exact population size of this tribe.
Birhors are basically a small family. They believe in nuclear family The family basically contains 2 to 5 or 4 members per family. Or if you talk about the development, that Birhor has changed a lot in their dress, in their occupation, in their socio-cultural life as such. But at the same time, there is a lot to do even to bring them at par with the other tribals. The government of West Bengal is working hard and they are prepared a project report to make a comprehensive development of the Birhors. Already they have schools, ashram hostels, roads, link roads, houses. Even electricity has already been extended into their villages. Now the irrigation facilities, drinking waters, health and hygiene are also taken care of by the government. It is expected that the project report for total development of the Birhors, which has been prepared, will do justice to the Birhor and in the coming days.
Birhor is the nomadic tribe, but now it has changed. Total numbers of blocks are 211. Out of 211, near about 75% blocks have a primitive tribe. The Gumla have 18 blocks. Nowadays, it is divided into 2 parts. One is the Simdega and other is the Gumla. Gumla districts, it has 8 blocks where Birhors are there. Then you come down the Hazaribagh districts. Hazaribagh have a good number of Birhor families. Nearby Chatra districts is there. The total number of Birhor as per 1991 census, more than 8,000 total population of the Birhor. Out of 8,000, 4,000 population especially residing in the Chatra districts. Then you come to the Kodarma, then Ranchi, even Singhbhum, West Singhbhum, East Singhbhum. The few families are there.
The Birhors are divided into several lineages. These lineages are named after animals, trees, flowers, fruits, and other elements of the forest. These very things become their totems. They strictly follow the social taboos associated with their lineage. The chief of the lineage is called Naya. He looks after the welfare as well as the problems and solutions of each family. They even perform the rituals of the priests. The Nayas are appointed according to heredity. The Birhors generally prepare medicines from herbs, and their treatment is a traditional one. They are quite self-sufficient in the case of simple diseases and ailments. This is done by the Naya or the Ojha or Mati. The Birhors consider them to be persons favored by the gods.
ये आदमी बुखार लगता है ना भैया, उस आदमी को ये जड़ी को मैं देते हैं। ये इस रोड का जड़ी है। इस रोड की जड़ी देना से बीमारी हट जाता है। दारू बंदा बोलते हैं। दारू बंदा मतलब गाछ का बंदा होता है। दारू बंदा का नवा दो। दारू बंदा का नवाते हपन को बांधो खाना।
Free movement of the girls are restricted, as well as subdued by social taboos and supernatural beliefs. from the first appearance of their puberty. The Birhors society is a male-dominated society expelled from Tanda. They believe in intercaste marriages. The terminology used by the Birhor for marriage is Bapla. Arranged marriage is called Shodor Bapla. The Naya or the priest takes a significant role in this marriage. A dowry is to be given to the father of the bride, and the ceremony takes place at the bride's house. On the marriage day, the couple is placed on shal leaves. According to the rituals, the bride and the groom exchange their places after each individual ritual. A piece of cloth is hung between the bride and the bridegroom. At this time, both of them sprinkle sunned rice to each other. Next, a few drops of blood is pricked out from the fingers of the bride and the groom, and the drops are shed on a small piece of cloth, which is given to the couple afterwards. Both of them touch the rag thrice to their throats. Then come the rituals of exchanging garlands and putting the vermilion mixed with oil. Apart from this, there are Bolo Bapla, Oportapi Bapla, Udaudi Bapla, and other forms of marriage. In Udaudi Bapla, the groom is compelled to work as a laborer in the bride's house if he is unable to pay the dowry. After marriage, the Birhor boys make separate kumbh or hut. It is considered to be a sin to live with one's parents after marriage. There are some restrictions for pregnant women. Bloodshed in the courtyard is prohibited. Crossing of rivers, sleeping out in the open, loitering alone at night, or participation in funerals is strictly prohibited. A midwife can help in delivery. She cuts the umbilical cord of the newborn, and then it is buried in the ground along with the placenta outside the hut. A period of impurity is observed for 21 days. After 6 days, Shatiyari is observed. In this occasion, the mother and the child are first purified. The villagers trim their hair, beard, and nails. The newborn is shaved. 3 cocks or hens are dedicated to the Chorashi or Hatu Bunga, their god. After 21 days, the mother of the child cuts the nails of her fingers and toes and takes a bath to sanctify herself. After purification, on the next day, the child is baptized. At the time of the naming ceremony, the day of birth, the month of birth, the weather of the day are all taken into consideration. Thus, a child is named Mongola if born on Tuesday, Budhan if born on Wednesday, or Jhore if born on a stormy day. The piercing of ears or Tukui Lukur is a ceremony which is generally performed at the start of the winter season or in the month of Ogran. Dead bodies are burnt or buried at the furthest corner of the village. The body is laid in such a way that the head points to the north. The funeral ceremony is performed after 10 days. On this day, the members of the family have a clean shave. Hens are dedicated in the name of the deceased, and for the heavenly rest of the soul of the departed, a feast is given to his relatives. For the hardship of their lives, the Birhors believe that with the coming of old age, they will hear the footsteps of death. After death, they will be rewarded with a life free from care, from anxieties and hardships, and full of happiness and pleasure. They will be worshipped as the Bunga, or God, by the people of the Tanda from then onwards. The Birhors worship numerous Bunga Buru. Apart from a general Bunga, there are separate Bungas for separate lineages. The main Bonga or god is Singh Boma or the sun. He is the creator. Devi Mai is the earth, who ultimately ascertains the destiny of these people. The goddess of hunting is Chondi. Some call her as Sendra Bonga. At the time of the Korom festival, Korom Goshai or Goshai Bonga is worshipped. To bring significant change in the nomadic lifestyle of the Birhors, the West Bengal government and the central government are trying their best to make them settle gradually and to turn into farmers. A sincere effort has been taken. They have also been granted concrete houses, land for cultivation, material for handicrafts and other assistance. These efforts have certainly brought about a change in their lifestyle. As long as 10,000 years ago, man has been recognized as a species who could produce food and tend animals. But still, there are some primitive people like the Birhors who earn their livelihood by hunting alone. Every man has a birthright to live freely, as equal to all men under the blue sky. May the urban and the rural live their lives with equal confidence. Our document is made with the intention that the future will bring new horizons to the existence of the Birhors.